Hi, this is Tom. I'm just going to give you an overview of Live, our app on ADHD wellness. You can see we're going to start with Live with our morning check-in, which is a really, really important part to this app. Essentially, when we wake up in the morning, we are going to see this screen and it says, "How did you sleep? Solid night, not memorable, woke up thinking." And when we wake up thinking, we want to capture what's going on with their brain. So we might have some thoughts on our brain, great ideas about app. It might be a worry. It might be some just random dream that we want analyzed by Claude AI, which is the backbone of the AI for our app. So I'm just going to type in just a quick thought that I had. We can add our evening metrics, meaning drinks that we might have had last night if we're tracking some of our drinks. This is really powerful in relation to your beats per minute that might be coming in through your Fitbit data and how many hours you're sleeping and what REM that you're getting at night. And it might be based on maybe too much alcohol consumption. So here we can kind of keep these metrics, and then Liv is going to kind of keep a running average of what's actually happening per night if we're self uh, self-reporting this data. The last one you're going to do is maybe a morning selfie, which will look at your energy levels. It will look at like your skin color, your eyes, the energy levels that you have as it brings in a take. So we're going to go to next. The next is a state check. Desk surface. So this is pristine. It could be the disaster. So right now, like I'm at pristine. I got my desk cleaned up right now. I had some people help me out with this. My dirty clothes hamper is full right now, so I'm at a 1. My clean clothes basket, all my shirts are ironed, so I'm keeping it at a 2. But I do have some clean clothes that I could put away. The low dishwasher for the week is one thing that I work on with my partner. How often she's doing the dishes, how I'm doing the dishes, and to try to give an idea of who's doing. So today was both of us had that. So I want to keep this just to kind of make sure that I'm keeping on track, that I'm doing my duties in regards to our shared dishwasher duties. Next, it's going to pull my lists that I have for urgent. So due today from my Google Tasks. So this is connected to Google Tasks, and it's also going to pull the next 3 days from my Google Calendar. So this is what I got going on for the next 3 days in my Google Calendar. I'm going to click next, and now my last ideas in my mind, meeting tomorrow with Matt and dentist filling. So I got that going on tomorrow. And then my data to analyze. So sleep quality, state ratings, evening metrics, my morning selfie, Google Tasks, Google Calendar, and my Fitbit data. So when I click next, we have a choice in case my Fitbit data was charging or something. I can opt out of this. I can put it back on. And my bond relationships, I'll talk a little bit more about that later. And so I'm going to do a get live take. And so what this is going to do is going to go to Claude, and it's going to use some analysis for our ADHD brains, right? So it's thinking about where our struggles are, where our hyperfocus is, where we could get caught up in the day. So right now, I got a sleep organization mismatch. Despite only 5 hours of sleep, well below your usual needs, your desk is holding steady. Now, I will say that I should have disincluded my Fitbit data because it was charging last night. Tomorrow's double header. You got both Matt meeting and the dentist appointment. Urgent items reality check. I got to call Myra on Monday. And I got a daughter who's getting married February 22nd. So they're keeping that on my mind. And I got to reconnect status of my bonds. So looking at urgent tasks, got a packed schedule. So my check-in's complete. I'm going to go to my task, my dashboard. Again, these are items that pull off my Google Tasks. So this is from Google Tasks. This is my urgent list. If I want to add a task, grade unit 4 tests, I can add that. And again, it's going to go to my Google Tasks list. So these are my lists in Google Tasks personal. So this would be schoolwork. And I'm going to add a task. So that is going to connect to my Google Tasks. And And here's my calendar, and then here's my tasks, my urgent tasks. Jeep garage door setup, got that done today, so I'll get a little bonus from that. And I got my grade 4 test down here. And so this will give me like a good idea and give me some dopamine hits as it's kind of rewarding me for finishing up my tasks for the day. The next part that we have in Live is the bonds. And bonds are areas where we have repair, reconnect, rituals, and recognition. And so this is sometimes where we forget who we need to connect with, when we need to connect with, and why we need to connect with. So we can add some people to a vault. We have everybody, family, friends, colleagues. This is a favorite coffee. I can add a person to the vault. Say my brother, he is family. Relationship type, he is a sibling. And I want to contact him every 2 months. His kids' names, Levy. And I'm going to save to the vault. So when I go to call my brother, maybe later I'll remember. Not that I need to remember my niece's name, but when we do have some friends that are kind of distance away, we kind of forget who their names, children's names are, their wife's names, and this will allow us to go into the vault before we make these calls to reconnect with these people. So if I wanted to reconnect with my brother, I might say reconnect with Adam, and when it needs to happen in 1 month. So I have reconnect with Adam every month. And again, that will go into my Live feed. This has got my Fitbit data that's been pulling for the last couple of days. Again, this gets pulled into my daily check-in. I also have some badges up on top to kind of keep some dopamine hits going as I'm checking in. Another nice part about Live is this Live stat. And if we can select from a number of options for Live stat, but these are things that I need like right away. If maybe somebody insulted me and I need an RSD alert, that means I need somebody to like help me out. Someone might have said something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way and it's hit me emotionally, and I need Live to kind of support me. Drink craving is another one where I might want to be cutting back on some alcohol. So drink craving, dealing with drink craving. I hear you. They can be intense. Tell me what's happening tonight. Feeling like tomorrow at the football game, which is the national championship game tomorrow, will want to have some beers with friends. And I don't want this. So I'm going to ask my coach Liv to kind of help me out. So I'm going to get some support, again, geared towards my ADHD brain. And so we have, hey, I hear you. Anticipation craving, totally normal, especially in social settings. Your awareness right now is actually a huge strength. Quick plan for tomorrow. What's one person you could text beforehand to be your accountability buddy? What about bringing your own drinks? Maybe a fancy sparkling water energy drink. Having a specific, I'm driving, take a break from drinking line ready to help. What feels most doable for your prep tonight? LaCroix. And raspberry lemonade combo. Which sounds amazing. Better than the beer. And so Lib comes back. Yes, sounds absolutely delicious and way more refreshing than beer. Honestly, you're already solving. Special drink combo is perfect. Fizz from LaCroix, scratch the same itch as beer. The raspberry lemon makes it feels a treat, not a sacrifice. Grab those ingredients. How are you feeling about tomorrow? So I'm just going to end this chat. So Liv is there for those things that I need. Now, what options do I have with Liv? If I go into settings, I've got my integrations. I've got Google Calendar and Tasks, which we connect with, and Fitbit that I can connect with. In regards to my live stat categories, I can drink cravings, anger, RSD, sensory overload, paralysis, impulse control, anxiety spiral, relationship. I can check any of these boxes to be ready to go on live, so that I can have this in my live tasks. Also, here's my state check items that I want for my state check: dishes in sink, possibly. Right now, I just go with 3: desk surface, dirty clothes, bathroom, car interior. Those are some other ones that you could add. Different ones for the partner tracking, taking out the trash, vacuuming, groceries, kids drop off, cook dinner. We also have this quick capture button that you might have seen down here at the bottom, which I can enable or disable, and I'll show you what that does quickly as well. I'm going to go back up to tasks. Oftentimes you might be driving, maybe it's in the morning, and you're driving to work, and you called your wife because you saw an estate sale was on the side of the road. She loves estate sales, and you want to remind her, and you have one more thing that you want to tell her about the school play, and you just saw a dog, and you're like, I need to contact her about this, but I'm going to forget this. So you can click this little quick note here. You can use the voice to chat into this. Remind Adrian about estate sale. And then I can save that to tasks, right? So that goes right into the urgent tasks. So these are, if I go back to tasks, there's that remind Adrian about the estate sale. That if you need to capture those moments that just need to be caught up right then, right there, and you're going to forget, you can't get into like Google Keep, you can't type something, and there's no real place to put it. Live kind of handles that and puts it into your reminders and right up front into your reminders. So you can add as many of those as you need as you're taking those notes, and a real quick way to get what's on your mind up in front of you. The next things that we're kind of working on, the photos is selfies. It's going to analyze the selfies for 2 weeks, noticing patterns in energy, stress, and well-being you might miss in day-to-day. So as you keep adding those after 2 weeks, it saves your selfies for 2 weeks, and then gives you that update and then dumps your selfies. We're also working on hyperfocus and sort of a mirror to figure out how long you're hyperfocusing, what you're hyperfocusing on, and whether that is flow or it's becoming detrimental to your health or something else. There's a number of different triggers that you could add: screen sucking, crisis mode, new people, new hobbies. Could be hyperfocus that catches you, and it's great when you're in the flow, but then you just don't quite know when you've pushed it too far. Also, paralysis is another option for when some things happen, you can't get off the couch that day, and what's making this happen, where you're just stuck. And so we have a couple different things to help you out. You can also talk to RIP. RIP is kind of like the dark side of the ADHD with the paralysis and the hyperfocus. Also geared toward ADHD conversations to get you going right away. It's not there to figure out everything about the problem. It's about to get you to the right place that you need to be now. Some other options in the paralysis parts are, some music jolts from Spotify, YouTube, etc. We also have a call somebody if that helps to get somebody to talk to right away. Hey, you need that body double. Hey, I need somebody over here to help me out right now. This connects you into the contacts from your vault to get you to somebody right away. So those are just a couple things in regards to how we're using and what we're trying to do with Live. Just an overview about myself real quick. I am a teacher, been teaching for 23 years. I had ADHD my whole life. My earliest memories of shame are fourth grade. storing all of the homework that I completed in my bottom of my backpack, and then getting completely torn up at a parent conferences for being lazy and not doing the right thing, even though I had 45 sheets crammed in the bottom of my backpack. But future forward, I've helped a lot of students, a lot of parents with coping mechanisms, coping skills, and helping them to really get the best out of their children, and using this ADHD as their strengths, and also making sure that they have the accommodations and skills to be successful as adults. I'm open to any communication about this app and making it better. I appreciate you checking this out.